currently 10:03 a.m. But to go over the roster, so actually before we do that, here is the 2v2 lineup for South Korea and Russia. We have LEVEK and Igino going up against Sadu, Expo Master for South Korea. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the format of No Tilt Worlds, it is similar to CRL. It's going to be 2v2 to kick things off. Then we'll jump to the King of the Hill set. Then it'll go to 1v, or no, the opposite. Sorry, 1v1, then King. So here we go, jumping into the 2v2. We're going in. The bans, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, are going to be a Graveyard and Tornado. So we will not be seeing Graveyard, we will not be seeing Tornado. We'll probably be seeing a lot of Magic Archer. The Magic Archers on the left hand side are going to be able to get a little bit of chip damage for Russia. Miner's going to be coming through, goes to the backhand corner, is able to aggro that Musketeer. Mega Knight slamming down at the bridge. Giant Skeleton coming down on that right hand side. You know, Muskie's getting some really good chip damage onto the Giant Skeleton. Log's going to knock that Giant Skeleton back, keep everything away. But the Mega Minion is going to be able to take down that Musketeer at the bridge. Giant Skeleton for Russia themselves. Each of the 2v2 and 1v1 is going to be a best of 3. So the first team to grab 2 wins is going to secure the set. And then the overall set is going to be a best of 3 as well. Miner's going to be able to come in. Wall breakers coming through. Snowball coming down from both teams, but the wall breakers are going to be able to connect on the right hand side. Here comes a bomb tower. He is going to get caught onto the miner, and that skeleton barrel is going to go down. Skeletons will get a few chip shots onto the tower, but nothing too devastating for South Korea to deal with. Miner's going to be coming through on that left hand tower yet again. Magic Archer placed in the opposite lane, and South Korea with a very solid lead up until this point. 1:18 remaining. They have 11:88 remaining on Russia's tower. Miner's going to go on the backhand side. Giant Skeleton at the bridge to combat that Magic Archer. Bats are going to come down on the right hand side. So far, just consistent Miner chip damage from South Korea. They were able to get a huge wall breaker connection early on, which definitely helped them out. Mega Knight's going to be coming down on the left hand side. Here comes a Miner on the left hand side. Wall breakers are going to be coming down on the right. One wall breaker not going to be able to connect. The skeleton just got the last shot in. Miners again cycling through from both teams. Dark Prince on the left hand side. Mega Knight still healthy enough to get it slammed, but the wall breakers aggro the Mega Knight. A beautiful kite from South Korea. Miner's going to go through again on the right hand side. Here comes another set of wall breakers. Snowball's going to be coming through. Magic Archer able to get a chip shot onto the tower. Miner going down on the left hand side on that top outside corner. Mini packet, and he was down. Poison down as well. Double poison coming from Russia. Miner's going to go on the backhand side. Not going to be able to get caught out by the skeletons. Miner will be able to get enough chip damage, but a rocket's going to be coming down. Poison. The Miner on the left hand side. 1 HP. And Russia in the last second is going to be able to take it. GG. Well played by Russia right there. An insane comeback in the final seconds with that rocket. South Korea was just not able to cycle through quick enough. Russia got the Miner onto the backhand side of the tower, and South Korea was just so focused on that right hand lane that they didn't pay attention. Miner getting the chip damage. I wouldn't have expected a poison rocket from one of the decks either, but those spells are so essential in Russian code. Exactly why you need to carry some heavy spells in your deck. On the other side, South Korea did have some poisons, not enough to deal with poison rocket from Russia. So we're going to be waiting for game 2 to get started underway, but oh man, what a game 1 we just saw. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to come out on top today? Again, going over the stats, South Korea is currently 1-0. They were able to take down Taiwan in their previous match, and Russia fell to Team China. And we'll be seeing China and Taiwan going head to head right after this match. So Persia will take. Is that where you're from? I don't think Persia's not in notes. There were 32 countries invited. I can't name them off the top of my head, but if you go to the No Tilt Twitter, twitter.com/. But here we go, jumping into it. Here are the stats from game one. Again, South Korea only bringing that one big spell. It's Poison, and then they have the two small spells with Log and Snowball. But then you look at Team Russia, and they have Poison, double Poison, Rocket, Snowball, Log. Spells made the difference, and you saw it in the final seconds. GG's, well played. Russia taking game number one. Prize pool, I announced. I'm not 100% sure if it was. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me see. I don't believe prize pool. Oh, it was officially announced. It is 25K. Because I know they hadn't confirmed it yet, but let's see. Playoffs, live finals. Live finals are going to be so cool to watch. All right, but here we go. Jumping in game number 2. Russia up 1-0. Remember, Tornado and Graveyard are going to be banned. We will not be seeing either of those. Oh, decent bomb tower to save any onslaught from that Hog Rider. Giant Skeleton coming down on the right-hand side. Giant Skeleton at the bridge to combat that. Here we go, Miner down onto the left-hand tower. Wall breakers coming down on the right-hand side. Bats are going to be able to defend against that. Log knocking that Musketeer back, only allowing one chip shot on the left-hand side. Both teams waiting very patiently. Expo Master Fallen Elixir just decides to cycle a snowball on that left-hand tower. Poison going to be coming down to defend against that Magic Archer and also get some chip damage onto the tower. Very nice Poison value right there. Miner's going to go on the top-hand side. Very good fake out there from South Korea. Giant Skeleton at the bridge. Here comes the Giant Skeleton of South Korea's own. Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Bats will be able to defend against that Hog Rider. And this Giant Skeleton Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to do wonders at the bridge in defending. A Giant Skeleton placed in the back. Miner is going to be able to get a little bit more chip damage onto the tower. And a full health Giant Skeleton coming down that left-hand lane. Wall breakers able to connect both on the right-hand side. Huge damage from South Korea. Hog Rider's going to be coming through. Are they going to be able to defend against it? Mini P.E.K.K.A. is able to come down. Log in for safe measures. Don't think it was needed, but can never be too safe. Poison's going to cycle through on the left-hand side. Going to be able to take that Magic Archer down as well as get some chip damage. Miner Wall breakers coming through on the right-hand side. Log's going to knock that Magic Archer back. Wall breakers are going to be able to connect on the right-hand side. One sneaks through. The snowball missed the second. Or connected to the second. Freeze down onto the wall breakers. Here comes a Giant Skeleton, a bomb tower to defend against this Giant Skeleton Hog Rider push from Russia. South Korea looking to tie things up in game number 2. Inferno tower down defensively. Poison Miner on the right-hand side. Russia did not have anything to catch that Miner. They're going for a huge build-up push. Miner Wall breaker is going to be cycling through on the right-hand side. Wall breakers are going to go to the Inferno Tower. Log's going to knock that Miner back, but there is going to be quite a bit of chip damage on the right-hand side. Miner, one more connection, not able to get in. A Poison Small spell will take the game. Giant Skeleton's going to fall. Here comes the wall breakers on the right-hand side. Miner is going to cycle through, and South Korea ties things up 1-1. GG's, well played. We are going to game 3. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Hope everybody is having a great day. We have some exciting matches, guys. So, tied up 1-1. Russia just barely pulled out ahead in game number 1. South Korea regathering their thoughts and coming back strong in game 2. 2v2, heading to game 3. And next up, we will be seeing the 1v1. And for those of you guys that are new to No Tilt, if you haven't seen the format before, starts off with a 2v2 and best of 3. Then it goes to the 1v1 and best of 3. And if we are tied 1-1 in sets, one team wins a 2v2 and the other wins a 1. And we will head to a King of the Hill format in 3v3 to decide the winner. The group stages. So welcome, everybody. Russia does have a very strong game, yes. Their roster is very solid in the one. That's their roster is Paradox, LEVEK, Igor, Furia, and Gino. So far, they're struggling in the 2v2 this season, but let's take a look at the stats from that last game. We have a 1-0 victory for South Korea. You can see South Korea coming back, kind of running similar decks. I think they actually ran, I think Expo Max ran a different deck. I think Sadu kept the same deck. And then Russia opting to switch things up from the double poison rocket and going with a hog rider cycle instead. So switch it up a little bit, didn't end up panning out for them. Double hog rider wasn't very effective, especially with that bomb tower. Man, bomb tower is definitely difficult to break through. They did have the earthquake in there, but it wasn't able to do a lot. They couldn't double hog rider. They weren't able to get the double hog rider pressure on because South Korea was doing such a great job continuing the opposite lane pressure. They both have miners. They both have wall breakers. It's very difficult to defend that and also push through with hogs. So big props to South Korea. They were able to read the decks and get that victory, and we'll be heading to game 3 momentarily. How's it going, Hilmy? Thank you guys for all the follows. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. Oh, that wall breaker did connect. Mega Knight was not able to come down in time. Lumberjack gonna get connected on that giant skeleton. Snowball down for the wall breakers on the left hand side. Mega Knight, giant skeleton battling it out. Snowball coming down just to help make sure that Mega Knight not able to get to tower. Miner top right hand side, and a P.E.K.K.A coming down from Russia. So P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight coming in so far. Bomb tower down for the Ram Rider. Magic Archer is going to be able to connect to the Ram Rider. Log actually knocks the Magic Archer out of poison. Oh man, the Magic Archer is alive on that left hand side, barely has any health, so it's only going to get one shot on that left hand tower. Dark Prince going to be able to come through. Miner still alive. The tower is focused onto the Miner. Snowball forced to come down defensively, and South Korea hurting for elixir right now while Russia is on top. They are down in tower damage by about 69 math, something like that. You guys will figure it out. You're smart. I tried. Okay, Ram Rider is going to connect to the bomb tower on the left hand side. Baby Dragon slowly chipping away at the giant skeleton. Mega Knight gonna get caught by the giant skeleton bomb. Baby Dragon still alive. Magic Archer forced to come down to make sure no more chip damage is dealt to the right hand side tower for South Korea. P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider going down in the back. Mega Knight might be back in cycle, so might see if they can go for a double tank push. Magic Archer did get one chip shot on the left hand side. Looks like Gina's gonna opt to go for a Dark Prince in the back. Low roll things. Double Ram Rider from Russia this time. Miner's gonna go through on the back inside. Here comes the Ram Rider down the lane as well. Bomb Tower in cycle, ready to defend against the Ram Rider. Dark Prince alive. Miner's gonna go through on the backhand side. Ram Rider not gonna be able to connect. Log doing a great job defending against that. So far, South Korea with about a 418 damage lead. Mega Knight down again at the bridge. Poison's going to come through for that Magic Archer. Ram Rider going to be able to connect on the right-hand side. Magic Archer gets a chip shot, 2 chip shots onto the tower. Right through the mini P.E.K.K.A. The raged up Dark Prince. Dark Prince still has his shield. Dark Prince able to connect. And Russia takes the 2v2 set. GG's. So game 1 went in favor of Russia. Game 2 in favor of South Korea. And Russia bring it back, clutching the 2v2 set. They have been practicing their 2v2. So very well played by Team Russia. We have ourselves a game, gentlemen. So again, if you guys were not able to catch the first matches in Group B, the results were Russia ended up falling to Team China 2-0, and then South Korea ended up beating Taiwan 2-0. So South Korea 1-0, Russia 0-1, but things might change here with Russia up in the 2v2 so far. So what do you guys think of that first set 2v2 coming in? We'll get the stats here for that last game momentarily. Team Russia switched things up every single time. First game, they played Miner Control with double Poison and Rocket. Game number 2, they went to double Hog Rider. Game 3, they went double Tank, double Ram Rider, and they were able to bust through. They didn't have Earthquake. They had Poison. They were able to get really good Poison value onto the tower, Magic Archer, and some other defending units, while the Ram Rider was able to sneak through and come in. But to show you guys what you're expecting in the 1v1, we have Jupiter King coming up for South Korea. Igor. Here we go. Let's get into it. Looking forward to Taiwan versus China. That game's going to be up momentarily. Who I think will win? No tilt. Oh man, that's very difficult because there's so many solid teams, and there have been some crazy performances from teams you would not expect, right? Earlier in the week, we saw a sweep from Team Canada, making a sweep to Mexico, one of the fan favorites to win no tilt. So anything can happen in this league. It is going to be very difficult. Me being from the US, I'm of course rooting for Team USA, but it's impossible to tell who's going to be able to win. There's so many strong players, these countries. We have an Igor taking a little bit of chip damage on that right hand side. Zap down for the Magic Archer. Looking like Jupiter King might have Royal Hogs. They're the Royal Hogs on the right hand side. Does Igor have the barbs? Doesn't look like it. He ends up going with the Dark Prince Baby Dragon combo. Royal Hogs still able to get a decent amount of chip damage on that right hand side. We'll see if Igor is going to go aggressive. Looks like he's just going to let this push go. Hunter's going to be coming down. It's going to be able to defend against a Baby Dragon. Hunter doing a great job taking care of that Dark Prince as well. Hunter will not get any chip damage on the right hand side, but now it might with that mini P.E.K.K.A. coming through the tank. Lava Hound coming in. Earthquake going to be coming down, but the Goblin Brawler was able to take down that mini P.E.K.K.A. No extra chip damage. Magic Archer going down in the back. Igor going to go with a Miner on to the Magic Archer. Skeletons coming down. Poison now going to be coming down. Oh, he misses the Hunter. Poison not able to pick up onto the Hunter. That could be some huge devastation to Igor in this first game. Earthquake's going to be coming through. Royal Hogs are going to be able to connect to the tower and get a beautiful amount of damage. 182 remains. Earthquake is not going to be enough, but Jupiter King does have the log in the deck as well, so Earthquake log will be enough. Skeletons were not able to kite that Dark Prince. Miner's going to be able to take care of the Magic Archer, but a mini P.E.K.K.A. down to defend. Jupiter King's going to need Earthquake Log to finish this off, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Jupiter King taking a game number 1 in the 1v1 set for South Korea. So a solid first game there from Jupiter King over Igor. And oh man, these games are just crazy. That missed poison from Igor onto that Magic Archer Hunter combo could have potentially cost him the game, because he had to spend a lot more elixir on that defense. If there was no counter push, maybe that second game or that second push would have played out differently. Hunter was full health, able to go in. Mini P.E.K.K.A was able to come down and tank for it, and he had to spend a lot more elixir than he wanted to defend that push. Royale's Earthquake were able to break through, especially when that Mini P.E.K.K.A is able to connect to the Goblin Cage in the middle. It just does so much damage that when you get the Royale's Earthquake down, the cage is going to get taken down. Royale's are going to go straight for the tower, and with nothing to really knock those hogs back, Dark Prince, Baby Dragon, the Royale's, when they get to the tower, they spread out a lot, so they're able to kind of be susceptible to that splash damage. So you have to play splash troops very carefully to take down Royale's. Royale's are so tricky to do. You don't have cards to knock it back like Log. Who's the deck advantage? I think that was more of an even matchup. I think there were just a couple misplays from Igor's part that helped Jupiter King get to the victory there. So I think it was pretty even. Maybe a little bit more in favor of Jupiter King. He does have the Earthquake. He's able to take it down. There is a minor Hound variation where there are Barbarians, and Barbarians are killer against Royale's. If you play a lot of Royale's, find a deck with Barbarians. You're able to get in and defend. Most Royale's decks currently do not run Fireball. Some do, but there's not really any situation where your opponent with Royale's is able to take down Barbarians in a fast manner. So Barbarians will do a great job defending against the Royale's. Wish you could compete in a tournament. There are tons of community tournaments. Make sure you follow some semi-pro players, pro players, content creators, like CWA. CWA is always talking about different tournaments. He was actually posted out a bit the other day that he's looking. There's tons of community tournaments that you're able to. Catch Fry says South Korea for the win. Like it. I like it. All right, here we go. Game 2, kicking things off again. Jupiter King taking that first game. Miner goes through top right hand side. Igor defending with the Ewiz. Oh, Zap coming down from Jupiter King, allowing the Miner to get 2 chip shots and takes down an Ewiz. Very well played. Magic Archer coming down on the left hand side. Looks like Igor is going to be having a bridge spam sort of deck. Magic Archer and Tower able to take down that Mini P.E.K.K.A. We'll see if Igor is going to go with anything in front of this Magic Archer. He's just going to let that go. Magic Archer is able to get a few chip shots onto the Barb. Poison ticks a lot away on that Muskie. Actually ends up taking it down. Wallbreaker's going through on the left hand side. Row goes down. Is it going to be able to connect? Ewiz come down. A beautiful... Wow. I actually didn't realize that. That was 400 IQ play. The Miner goes in on the right-hand tower, but he plays it on the tile that grabs the left-hand tower and pushes the Wallbreaker's opposite lane. Mega Knight, Mini P.E.K.K.A. coming through. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is able to connect to the tower. This left-hand tower is going to stay alive with 6 HP. But, oh my gosh, that Miner play was so sick. Miner goes through onto the Magic Archer, continuously kiting the P.E.K.K.A, allowing the Musketeer to get so much chip damage. Jupiter King is playing with 5-head plays. Oh my goodness. Wallbreaker is going to get zapped away on the right hand side. Mini P.E.K.K.A down for the Bandit. Tower is going to fall on the left-hand side. The thing about bridge spam, though, is I wouldn't count Igor out just yet. All it takes is one insane push. He was coming down Mini P.E.K.K.A on that left-hand side. Here comes a Battle Ram. Mega Knight just slamming it down. But, yeah, with Mega Knight, it is very difficult to break through that Mega Knight. Yeah, Igor knows that this is a rough matchup for him. I mean, Jupiter King just, oh my goodness. The plays that Jupiter King made in that match was absolutely insane. The miner going on the inside tile of the opposite tower to aggro the other tower. That was... I never would have thought of that. Like, I've never thought of that, but... And that is a way to get some split lane pressure when you have miner wall breakers. Oh man, welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying a No Tilt World so far. We are going to be going to the King of the Hill set. Things are tied up now 1-1. Team Russia took the 2v2. South Korea just took the 1v1 with Jupiter King over Igor. And now we're going to be going to that third and final set to determine the winner. Is South Korea going to advance to 2-0 and will Russia fall to 0-2? Or are things going to even out a little bit in Group B? We're going to find out. You guys are loving it. And, yeah, insane plays by Jupiter King. I mean, I've said it 3 times already, but that miner play that was insane. Miner going to the middle of the tower, wall breakers opposite lane. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Crazy. But supposedly, while we're talking about miners, Supercell has hinted at a possible miner nerf when Sir Tag commented about Seth from the balance team at Clash Royale. He responded and talking about nerfing some cards, and then Clash Royale says B-Rad's going to be upset or something along those lines. So B-Rad, obviously known in the community as the miner connoisseur, as some would say, and it is very possible that miner is getting a nerf. What do you guys think of that? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. But we have the stats for game number 2 in the 1v1 set. And just a phenomenal play. Phenomenal plays from Jupiter King in that 1v1 set. How is Jupiter King in competitive? Like, how did he get his name recognized? Personally, I'm not like 100% familiar with the scene. I'm trying to figure it out a little bit more. But I believe there were some competitions over there that players were able to prove themselves. South Korea, the APAC region has a lot of live events, so I'm sure I do recognize Jupiter King's name. So it is possible that there were some live events that he participated in outside of CRL, of course. Yeah, so we're going to be jumping into the King of the Hill momentarily here for the stats from that game. Jupiter King does have matchup. You would think P.E.K.K.A has the matchup over Mega Knight, but in that situation, it's very difficult with a bridge spam deck to go against a quicker Mega Knight cycle deck. Have a very cheap cycle with that Mega Knight deck. You have Bar Barrel, you have Miner, you have Zap. You have a lot of cheap cycle cards that you're able to cycle through and get back to that Mega Knight. So even if your opponent does come through with the P.E.K.K.A to counterattack, Musketeer is going to do a great job. You saw how many times that Jupiter King was able to kite Igor's P.E.K.K.A. He used the Bar Barrel, kited it back while the Musketeer got chip damage. The Magic Archer was focused onto that Bar Barrel, and then the Miner came back to kite the Mega Knight one more time, or the P.E.K.K.A one more time, and the Musketeer was just able to get so much damage onto the P.E.K.K.A. But here we go. Here are the lineups for the King of the Hill. We have South Korea coming in with Sadu, Jupiter King, and Line. Line clutched up South Korea's last victory. Then for Russia, we have LEVEK, Paradox, and Igor from Team Russia. So jumping into it, King of the Hill. No bans in the 1v1 set. Miner going through on the right hand side. Dark Prince able to come down there. Not able to catch the Miner though. Inferno Dragon. Miner from Sadu played in the back. Baby Dragon coming in. Inferno Dragon just barely crossed the river. Take some damage from the tower. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Grommet Cage coming down, so it looks like LEVEK might have Lava Hound here. Miner going in on the back, kiting the Miner back, and here are the Barbarians from LEVEK. Barbs again, a great counter to Royal Hogs. Don't think Sadu has Royal Hogs in this matchup though. Miner Barbs able to get a decent amount of chip damage on that right hand side. Here comes a Giant. Giant just punching away, and this is going to be a tower for Sadu with a minute remaining. Yeah, going in with the Lava Hound on the left-hand side. Mini P.E.K.K.A. down in the back right-hand corner. Mini P.E.K.K.A. going for the tower. Here comes the Giant just to tank a lot of that damage on the left-hand side from the Brawler, Baby Dragon, and Inferno Dragon. Miner's going to go through onto that Musketeer. Dark Prince ended up going behind the tower. Fireball coming down just a second too early. Zap's going to be coming through. There comes a Hound on the left-hand side. Baby Dragon down, able to aggro the Inferno Dragon. Barbs, look on the right-hand side. The Barbs got distracted by the Miner. Dark Prince able to come down. Only big spell is going to be poison. There's not enough time. Sadu takes game number 1 for South Korea in the King of the Hill. Very well played. That Giant push was able to break through and get brute damage onto that right-hand side tower. LEVEK was caught off guard with that. Barbs were out of cycle. Cage was out of cycle. Was just not able to defend against the Giant. GG, well played. Russia gonna fall 0-1 in the King of the Hill set. Get the gameplay stats here momentarily. Are you guys excited for CRL East and West? We had some news earlier in the week that CRL Asia and China were combined to CRL West or CRL East, and it is going to be played online for the special season. What are you guys' thoughts on it? There are 8 teams competing for CRL East, so it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. That's for sure. You have 7,400 trophy best. I hit my trophy highest today. 500. Waiting for WRL. I'm excited for No Tilt. Like the production value. This is my first time casting No Tilt. The production value from No Tilt is unbelievable. Do you think China or Taiwan will win? China's looking really strong right now, so I don't know. I mean, it's possible for Taiwan. Like the thing is, like all these countries are very strong. So, but I mean, China was a fan favorite coming in. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Sparky taken down by the mini P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant able to get a lot of damage onto that left-hand tower, though. Giant on the right-hand side was taken down. Here comes a Miner on the left-hand side. Dark Prince able to kite that mini P.E.K.K.A. $20-win emote flex on the left-hand side. Do you guys think we'll get a 20-win challenge this month? Clash Royale's 4th birthday is next Monday. Giant coming down the left-hand side. Bats. The follow. Is Sadu going to let that tower go? No. Ewa's coming down the left-hand side. Mini P.E.K.K.A. to go in as well. Skeletons should be enough. Skeleton's log should be enough to take that Sparky down. Paradox also has the zap, but Sparky gets the fadeaway shot. Oh my goodness. Both towers very low. Well, not very low, but low. Rage coming down from Sadu. Giant not able to get a shot on the right-hand side. Goblin Giant down in front of the Sparky. His zap. Mini P.E.K.K.A. goes for the Goblin Giant. Sparky's gonna get the blast onto the tower. Sadu looking very strong with 25 seconds remaining. There's an all-in push for Paradox right here. Wiz coming down. Log's gonna be going through. Miner does get chip damage, but the mini P.E.K.K.A. Wiz is too much. Sparky gets one more shot. Mini P.E.K.K.A. gonna be able to take the tower down, and I think, yeah, Sadu is gonna let the 3 crown, or Paradox is gonna let the 3 crown happen for Sadu. That is gonna be 2-0 for South Korea. LEVEK out, Paradox out. It is only Igor remaining. The reigning CRL World Champion had a phenomenal performance at CRL Worlds, struggling to get off the ground here in No Tilt. But you can't count Igor out. He is a monster ladder god coming through. 4-time #1 finisher with Mortar. So got quite a task ahead of him. He has to take down Sadu, Jupiter King, and Line. Line clutching last match's victory for South Korea. And also Jupiter King already beating Igor today 2-0 in the 1v1 set. So we'll see. China does have a lot of superstars. Yeah, their roster is stacked. We're going to be going over their roster when that matchup comes, but their roster is absolutely insane. We're going to get game 3 underway here momentarily. Here we go. Game 3 is up. Hog Rider on the right-hand side. Looks like Igor potentially going with Lava Miner. Hog Rider going to be able to connect to the tower for one shot. I believe, yes, I believe it's top 2 in each group. Move on. They go to a 16 bracket. Hound coming down in the back. Bats all the way in the back as well. Hog Rider going to be going opposite lane. Igor does not have enough elixir for Cage. Doesn't have NATO. He's going to have to soak that damage on the left-hand side. Bomb Tower going to aggro the Dark Prince, Hound, and Baby Dragon. Goblins picking up the Miner. That bomb tower bomb able to take down the Lava Pups in a huge lead for Sadu. Very, very solid deck choices in 1v1 gameplay from South Korea today. Lava Hound going on the back right hand side. Sadu leaked a little bit of elixir there. Igor gonna let that tower go. He knows he has to go all in on this right hand side. Double elixir's kicked in as soon as this Lava Hound's crossing the bridge. We'll have to see what's gonna happen. Poison's gonna be coming down from Igor here. Goblin's going in the back. No miner out just yet. Now the miner's gonna be coming down. Sato cycles back to another bomb tower. Baby Dragon gonna be coming down here. This bomb tower bomb is going to get quite a bit of damage, but the Mega Minion able to swipe through another miner connection will tie this game up. Sadu's going to have to go all in here on the right hand side. Cage in cycle for Igor. Is he going to be able to defend against this Valkyrie Hog push? Earthquake's going to be coming through. Hog Rider's going to be able to connect to the tower. Snowball coming down to slow everything up. Hog Rider's going to be able to get one more shot. 14 HP. One more spell is going to do it. So regardless if Igor takes the tower or not, it is going to be a victory for Sadu in South Korea with the reverse sweep. They're able to come out on top over Russia. South Korea advancing to 2-0 in Group B, and we will have Russia falling to 0-2.